Thank you for staying on the AM show. The rains are here, but how prepared are we for them? How do we cope? It's a discussion with Michael Paddy, a forecaster with the Ghana Meteorological Agency. And we delve into the issues and the many concerns, especially as we head into the rest of the week. Mr. Paddy, a very good morning to you, sir. If Michael Paddy is here with me, if you can hear me, Mr. Paddy, good morning. Okay, so we'll work on that connection with Michael Paddy, a forecaster with the GMET, as we discourse on matters yesterday, for example, from midday leading into the rest of the day, the rains were hitting. Mr. Paddy, can you hear me? Good morning, Mr. Paddy.
Good morning.
Okay, so great. Good to have you join the conversation. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you too.
Great. Now, what are the expectations? I mean, we heard initially about what to look forward to in the month of June and what could be happening in the month of July moving forward. But in terms of the forecast for this week, what should people be expecting in the course of this week?
Okay, thank you very much. I would like to take this opportunity to extend my greetings to your viewers. We expect the rains to be coming from now. This June happens to be the peak of the rainy season, and conditions that will prove that there will be rain they are in place. High pressures have built up over the North Atlantic Ocean, which will be providing some moisture, enough moisture to produce rainfall activities over the northern sector. Also, the South Atlantic Ocean also has some high pressures developed over there, which are likely to bring moisture to produce some rains over the west coast of Africa, specifically Ghana. Yesterday, we experienced enough rain, quite extensive across almost the country, from the coastal sector right through the middle portions of the country up to the northern sector. So we expect that for the rest of the week, at least on daily basis or two, most places across the country would be experiencing rains because the conditions are in place that will provide rain activities.
Right. How heavy are the rains going to be? I mean, so far, it's not been that heavy. Moving into the end of the month of June, how heavy are the rains going to be?
Well, most places would experience quite moderate rains, but just small areas are expected to experience quite heavy rains. The heavy amount will be on isolated cases, though, like we realized yesterday, quite extensive place over Ghana experienced rains, but there were places that experienced just light rain. Other places to experience quite heavy amount. Up to 37 millimeters was reported over the northern sector, Tamale. Then along the coast too, we recorded up to 44 millimeters. So we expect most places to experience quite moderate rains. But like I said, localized quite heavy rains are also expected to occur over parts of the middle portions. And the northern sector, especially, rains will be accompanied by quite strong winds.
That's for the northern belt. But can you be a little more specific when it comes to which areas that likely will have heavy or moderately heavy downpours?
The northern sector, mostly like Tamale, Yendi, Wa, those areas, Navrongo. This time, the rain will be accompanied by very strong winds. But along the coast, we will be seeing cloudy conditions accompanying the approach of rain, but we don't expect winds to be so strong to be too destructive, especially along the coastal sector.
Right. Now, we tend to have flooding practically every year, especially in where we find ourselves in this part of the country. Year on year, comparing last year's rains to the weather patterns we are seeing now, is this year going to be less of a heavy rainfall season, do you think? What do the projections show so far?
The coastal sector might not experience so destructive weather this time, though it will occur, but just some few places. But the active conditions would be slightly inland. So the northern sector, the forest areas, Ashanti region, Brong-Ahafo, and the Bono region are those places that we expect to experience or to continue to experience heavy rains accompanied by strong winds. But as we proceed, the rains will continue into July. It is expected that even up to July, we will be experiencing rains over southern Ghana until by August that we expect the rains to diminish over the southern sector.
Okay, so it's safe to say, to conjecture that at least as far as the end of the month of June is concerned, there's not going to be rain of the type that could disrupt in a major way, business activity and all of that, bring matters to a standstill. Is that a safe assumption to make?
Not at all. Since we are in the rainy season, at least the public has to be aware and prepare towards any fatalities that would come. It could occur at some places along the coast as well, but quite strong winds that will accompany may be quite less, but the rains will surely come, which could disrupt commercial activities somewhere or sometime during this period.
Okay, so to wrap the conversation, Mr. Paddy, now that you've made mention of this, what are some of the tidbits, the pieces of advice you would give to people, those in the northern belt, those down south in the southern belt, as we enter, the rest of the week? What should people be looking out for? What are some of the little things we can take stock of to avoid any problems?
Yes, it is very necessary for people living up north there to be abreast with weather information, especially from the Ghana Meteorological Agency, so as to know how to plan their daily activities. We are on WhatsApp, Twitter, and Facebook. So at least on daily basis, people should be concerned and look out for the weather information from GMET. And also, if you are in town or you are outdoor and you realize that it's becoming cloudy and it's about to rain, it is advisable to find shelter in homes than to stay outside, because thunderstorm and lightning activities will be accompanying the approach of rains. So we have to be well sheltered, especially during rains. And at this time too, we expect the public to keep the environment very clean. We should desilt our gutters to pave way for runoff to flow free in order to prevent any flooding in our communities.
Mr. Paddy, thank you so much, and this will not be the last time we fall on you for updates. Michael Paddy, a forecaster with the GMET, the Ghana Meteorological Agency. And now you know, if you didn't, so get prepared for the rains that could come through the rest of the week. When we return, we wrap up on the AM show. Do stay.